Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the video. So we had a huge move in the stock market this week, and in this video we're going to be going over what triggered that move and what to expect next, either continued downside or what would need to happen for an upside reversal for the market. Also going over the top trade ideas that I'm watching in the week ahead. Let's go ahead and get into it. So starting out by taking a look at the S&P futures chart. For the past 2 weeks, we've gone over the well-defined consolidation range that the S&P had built out between 56.63 resistance, which was the breakout point above, and 55.85 support, which was the breakdown trigger below. We went over due to how long and well-defined this consolidation was, it would produce a large directional move once it broke, and it did so this week. So the break happened on Monday, which was a full range move, starting from the top of the range where it rejected once again, and sold down to the bottom of the range, and broke below 55.85 and then 55.60 to 55.67, which triggered the full breakdown and sold all the way down to the next key support zone below at 54.90 to 55.10. From here, it spent 2 days building out a new consolidation range between 54.90 to 55.10 support and below 55.60 to 55.67, which acted as new resistance and the key backtest point of the breakdown. And then on Friday, after a couple of fakeouts, it broke below 54.90, which triggered the next leg lower, and this targeted the key pivot zone at 54.33 to 54.53, which it broke below as well. It backtested this zone on Friday as new resistance once it broke a couple of times and rejected each time. So into next week, sellers are now in control of the trend, and the market is in sell the bounce mode until a key level is reclaimed back above. In order to rally, buyers would need to reclaim back above the 54.33 to 54.53 zone, which can target 54.90 to 55.10, and then if it reclaims back above there, it can target 55.60 to 55.67. And 55.60 to 55.67 would be the line in the sand, as it was the spot that triggered the breakdown this week and also backtested as new resistance. A break above there would trigger a false breakdown and likely see a very strong squeeze move to the upside. And on the downside, if the market is unable to reclaim back above 54.33 to 54.53, it sets up continued downside and can target the next key levels below at 5400, 5370 to 5373, 5338, and then 5320. It is oversold here, so it would be likely to get a relief bounce next week, but that relief bounce only matters if it is able to reclaim back above 54.53. If it fails to do so, expect continued downside for the market. So now getting into some trade ideas for the week ahead, starting out with Supermicro Computer, ticker symbol SMCI. So this is a setup that we also went over last week. We talked about how it was an ugly chart, but was nearing a major backtest level. So this backtest level is at 357, which was the breakout point of the previous 7-month long consolidation range, and triggered that about 250% upside move once it broke out. Due to how well defined the level is, and the reaction that the stock had last time it was touched, it is very high odds to see a strong reaction off of it if it gets back tested. So with this stock, I'm only interested in trading the back test at 357 if it gets tested, and I would play with a tight stop loss around 340 or so. And if it does successfully play out, it can target a bounce up to the initial target levels above at 428 and then $500 per share, depending on how it reacts for either continued upside or just a relief bounce before continued downside. Another stock that is on close watch for me in the week ahead is Google stock, ticker symbol GOOG. So the stock is backtesting a key decision point at 152.1, and this level was the previous double top from 2021 and 2022, and this acted as the breakout point from earlier this year. It closed right at this level, so it will likely get a strong reaction one way or another next week. If it's able to hold with a strong reaction from buyers, this can target 156.55 and the 200-day moving average at 158.17, which it would need to reclaim and hold back above for larger upside. Or if it breaks below, it sets up continued downside, potentially towards the gap fill below, which would fill at 144.4. Uber stock, ticker symbol UBER, is another setup that we've been going over due to how well defined its chart is, and it closed the week at a key decision point. So it's currently testing the major moving average cluster, which has held so far, and this cluster is with the 50-day moving average at 69.51 and the 200-day moving average at 68.8. Expect this zone to act as very strong support and is a key spot that buyers need to react at to stay in control of the trend. This is a great risk-reward setup if it is able to hold, and it can be tradable with a tight stop loss below the 200-day moving average at 68.8. A successful hold off here and strong reaction from buyers could set up a move back up to the major 73.7 to 74.3 resistance zone above, which would also be the breakout point of the more than 4-month-long trading range if it's able to break above there. Dutch Bros, ticker symbol BROS, is also a setup to keep on watch, as the stock showed big strength versus the market during last week's volatility. In a week where growth stocks got killed, it was actually able to close up for the week more than 2% as it continues to build out a 3-week long consolidation base just below 32.4 resistance along with a 200-day moving average slightly above there at 32.51. So that area would be what I'm watching for to trigger a breakout and strong upside move above. So I'd be interested in entering a position above the 200-day moving average and then play with the tight stop loss slightly below 32.4 or so to keep risk low. And a successful break above there can target 34 to 34.27, 35, and then the gap fill at 37.45 as the resistance and upside levels above. So that is everything I'm watching for in the week ahead. Expect continued volatility. That also brings trading opportunities and setups. Thank you all for watching, and for anybody interested in joining the private Discord chat, that is the first link down in the description to get my personal trade alerts, nightly watch lists, and answer any questions you guys have in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Good luck trading the week ahead, and peace out.